Now, Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Tuku Burute, says Operation Deep Punch 2 led to the fall of Sambisa Forest. He said this at the 2018 West Africa Social Activities Wasa in Lagos. Burute said that the operation and other exercises which were part of the training activities for the Army in 2017 helped to curtail criminal activities in parts of the country. Security expert Patrick Agbamu joins us now for more perspective on this. Many thanks for joining us, Patrick. Now, we've heard over and over that Boko Haram has been technically defeated, and we've now heard that Sambisa Forest has been, taken over by the military. Should we believe this now?
Yes, I would say we should believe, but with the recent happenings and recent incursion by the Boko Haram element, killing and adoption taking place recently, suicide bombing taking place, one will begin to doubt that. But we know that Sambisa Forest is a very wild area, very, very wide, bigger than so many states in the Federation. So they can still be inhabiting some part of the forest to commit the crime that they are committing. Yes, with recent happening, it calls for some doubt if really the Boko Haram elements have been totally defeated.
Many Nigerians and even those abroad, because of the many times Burate has announced that Sambisa Forest has been taken over, and of course Shekau has been killed, which many found to be untrue later on or afterwards. So now tell us what you feel is the strategy behind this sort of information. Should there be any case where it is withheld until there are sufficient proof or evidence to show that it has indeed occurred?
Yeah, I think in a warfare, there are one strategy which people call propaganda, but I wouldn't want to believe that the Nigerian army or any of the agencies fighting against insurgency and terrorism will employ the use of propaganda as a way of prosecuting the war. But I want to say that the need to give accurate information to to Nigerians is very, very important. There is need for the public, because if later on is found out to be untrue, then you are losing the confidence of people, you are losing their trust, and even when you achieve successes, they may not believe you. So I think the army may not have wittingly or knowingly want to tell Nigerians falsehood. It may have been due to some sources they have gotten the information, but after verification, you may find out to be untrue. We would want to employ that they verify most of the information before they pass it to the members of the public. Particularly, I have a privilege to visit Sambisa Forest on two occasions, and I know that currently the Nigerian Army and the other security agencies are having military training in Sambisa Forest. That is true. Camp Zero has been taken over by the military. That is also true. That the strength or the willpower the Boko Haram elements were using to kill and destroy takeovers in communities in the past has been technically taken away from them. Maybe I'm avoiding using the word technically defeated. That is also true. But that recently Boko Haram seems to have reinvigorated and cause more mayhem now, and the Nigerians are beginning to get worried. That is also true. So there is need to reappraise the strategy that is being carried out, and also reappraise the strategy of information dissemination to Nigerians.
Patrick, it's good you've visited Sambisa Forest, but let's put this a bit more into perspective. We know Sambisa is about the size of 7 states in Nigeria. So are you saying that, let's say, is it part of Sambisa Forest? Are you saying the entire Sambisa Forest has been, subdued, has fallen, and the military has taken over the entire, we're talking about the entire Sambisa Forest?
That is not what I'm saying. It's not. The military has not. The operational base, the initial operational base of the Boko Haram elements, which was known as the Camp Zero, was what the military took over, and that is bordering the areas of Borno State. But to be able to take up over the whole Sambisa forest, that I think is still a long way to go for the Nigerian military, but which is achievable. Which I think that is what the Operation Deep Punch should push for. They should push to this Sambisa forest so as to push the element of Boko Haram from having anywhere to plan and their attacks.
Try to say parts of Sambisa forest, not Sambisa forest in its entirety.
Yeah, part of Sambisa forest, not Sambisa forest in entirety.
Patrick Agbamu, will leave it here for now because of time and hope for the best for these operations, because that's our best bets, however critical we are of them. Thank you again for joining us here on